Meyer Lansky was not born powerful. He arrived in America as a poor Jewish immigrant from Poland. His family came with almost nothing but hope. On the streets of New York, he quickly learned that survival wasn't about strength. It was about intelligence. And Meyer had the kind of sharp mind that could see opportunities where others saw only obstacles. Growing up in the crowded Lower East Side was brutal. Gangs controlled the blocks, poverty controlled the families, and police didn't care about kids like Meyer. Instead of crying about it, he spent his days watching, thinking, and learning how the street really worked. Everything changed when Meyer met Benjamin Bugsy Siegel, a wild, fearless kid who could fight anyone. Meyer admired Bugsy's courage, and Bugsy admired Meyer's brain. Together, they formed a partnership that would later shake the criminal world. Their friendship was not just normal friendship. It was loyalty. Where Meyer brought the plans, Bugsy brought the firepower. They were opposites who fit together perfectly. Most gangs in New York were Italian or Irish, but Meyer and Bugsy believed Jewish boys could rise too. So they built their own street crew, and people quickly learned not to underestimate them. Meyer entered the world of illegal gambling by controlling the numbers racket, a kind of street lottery played by poor people. He understood money better than anyone else his age, and it showed. What made Meyer special was his brain. He could calculate odds, profits, and risks instantly. While other gangsters used guns, Meyer used math, and it made him far more dangerous. Although he was Jewish, Meyer earned the trust of powerful Italian mobsters. Men like Luciano respected his intelligence. They saw that Meyer could make them richer than violence ever could. Meyer, Luciano, and Bugsy Siegel formed a powerful triangle. Lucky ran the streets. Bugsy handled muscle. Meyer controlled money. Together they became unstoppable. During Prohibition, when alcohol became illegal, Meyer and his partners made millions smuggling liquor. Meyer designed safe routes, payment systems, and protection networks. Everything ran like a business because Meyer refused to let chaos destroy profits. Unlike many mobsters, Meyer didn't act loud or flashy. He wore neat suits, spoke softly, and behaved professionally. People called him the little man, not knowing he controlled more money than almost any criminal in America. Meyer didn't just keep records. He built financial systems for the entire mafia. He helped transform messy street crime into clean, reliable business. Meyer and Luciano helped design the commission, a governing board for all mafia families. This ended unnecessary wars and allowed everyone to focus on business. It was one of Meyer's smartest contributions. Meyer rarely used violence because he understood something deeper. Violence brings heat. Heat brings police. Police destroy profit. To him, intelligence was the real weapon. To hide illegal money, Meyer invested in real businesses, restaurants, clubs, laundries, and even car dealerships. The government couldn't track his wealth. Meyer saw casinos as the future. Gambling was profitable, exciting, and easy to control. But more importantly, casinos created endless cash. And Meyer was a master of cash flow. Meyer turned his eyes to Cuba. It was close to America, but outside American law. In Cuba, Meyer could build a casino empire without interference. He worked with both gangsters and politicians to make it happen. To build casinos in Cuba, Meyer partnered with President Batista. Batista took bribes and protected Meyer's operations. In return, Meyer built casinos that pulled in millions every month. Meyer's system was brilliant. Casinos produced cash. The cash went through secret channels. The mafia families received their cut. No paper trail existed. It was perfect. Meyer didn't work alone. He hired mathematicians, accountants, and experts to monitor each casino. Every coin was counted. Every dollar was tracked. Theft was impossible. While Bugsy Siegel pushed the idea of Las Vegas, Meyer was the mind behind the money. He invested early, quietly, and carefully. He saw that Nevada's desert would soon be the world's gambling paradise. Meyer understood something powerful. People love to gamble. He said a casino was the perfect business because customers walk in willing to lose. Meyer never showed off. He didn't brag. He didn't pose for photos. That silence protected him. Police rarely had evidence against him. Agents knew Meyer was wealthy beyond explanation. They knew he handled mafia money, but they could never catch him because he was too smart to leave evidence behind. One secret to Meyer's long career was simple. He paid taxes. This made it difficult for the government to accuse him of tax evasion, the mistake that jailed many gangsters. Italian mafia, Jewish gangs, Irish mob. Everyone respected him. Meyer was the financial bridge connecting all criminal groups. He could analyze gambling odds faster than a machine. People said Meyer could look at a casino floor for 5 minutes and instantly know how much money it was losing or making. Meyer helped organize a major meeting where mob leaders from across the country discussed national business strategies, like a corporate board meeting for criminals. Unlike flashy gangsters, Meyer lived simply. He went home early. He loved reading. He avoided unnecessary risk. His neighbors knew him as a polite man, not a criminal mastermind. Not everyone was loyal. Some partners stole, some lied. But Meyer's intelligence always revealed the truth. He smoothly replaced traitors without violence. When Bugsy Siegel lost mafia money in Las Vegas, Meyer was heartbroken. He loved Bugsy like a brother, but business was business. After Bugsy's death, Meyer protected Bugsy's family financially. When Fidel Castro overthrew Batista, everything Meyer built in Cuba disappeared overnight. His casinos were seized. The empire he crafted turned to dust in a single day. Instead of panicking, Meyer calmly accepted the loss. He believed money could always be rebuilt. Meyer could never become an official member of the Italian Mafia because he wasn't Italian. But his influence was so strong that many families treated him like one of their own bosses. Rumors say Meyer moved millions into secret Swiss bank accounts using fake names and hidden companies. These accounts were never traced. Many gangsters died young. Meyer lived into old age because he avoided violence and lived smart. He never used drugs, never drank too much, never gambled recklessly. His discipline kept him alive and wealthy. Meyer faced many trials, but prosecutors always failed. There were no witnesses, no documents, no recordings. Meyer left no footprints. Later in life, Meyer tried to settle in Israel, claiming the right of return as a Jewish man. But the U.S. government pressured Israel to reject him. He returned to the U.S. quietly and lived peacefully. Even the FBI admitted he was no longer a threat. Meyer often said his biggest fear was not death. It was putting his children in danger. So he kept them far from the criminal world. Even after investigations, no one could explain where Meyer's true wealth went. Some believe he hid hundreds of millions. Meyer designed casinos where fights rarely happened. He believed customers gamble more when they feel safe. Meyer studied human greed, fear, and desire. This helped him design gambling systems that always favored the house. He bribed politicians, police officers, and businessmen. Everyone had a price. Meyer just calculated it. Meyer protected Lucky Luciano even after Lucky was deported. He sent him money for years. Their loyalty was unbreakable. Meyer died quietly at age 80 in Miami. Not in prison, not from violence, but peacefully. A gangster who survived the world's most dangerous era. Despite his wealth, Meyer always remembered the hunger and poverty of his childhood. He helped many immigrant families with money, quietly, without attention. To this day, people wonder how he stayed out of prison. The answer is simple. He used intelligence, not force. Meyer treated crime like a corporation. Budgets, plans, systems. He made the mafia richer than ever before. Even after Lucky moved to Italy, Meyer remained his financial advisor. Their friendship lasted a lifetime. When the mafia world grew too chaotic, Meyer quietly retired. He knew the storms were coming and left before they hit. Meyer wasn't scared of danger. He simply refused to take stupid risks. That discipline saved his life countless times. He developed secret ways of moving money internationally without banks knowing. These routes are still studied by investigators. Some historians believe Meyer's financial empire was far bigger than reported. He may have quietly controlled billions for the mafia. While others fought, Meyer planned. While others died, Meyer grew richer. His brain was the mafia's greatest weapon. Even people who hated crime respected Meyer's intelligence. He proved that brains could rule over brutality. Meyer Lansky transformed street gangs into organized corporations. His ideas shaped modern casinos and underground finance forever. Before his death, Meyer told a journalist, "I'm an old man who made mistakes, but I never stole from my friends." It showed the loyalty he valued his entire life. Today, Meyer Lansky remains one of the most mysterious figures in crime history. A man who built empires, controlled casinos, moved secret fortunes, and outsmarted governments, all without firing a gun. He was the financial genius of the mafia, and his legacy continues to inspire stories, movies, and books around the world.